Oh, okay. Have you guys seen, if we were going to switch it to something, if we were going to have a new hyperfixation, it would be the who the fuck did I marry TikTok lady.
Oh, who's that? I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna have to explain this to you.
Uh,
We can do it
Let me
after
just
mental
say,
health corner. Yeah.
because of your understandable exasperated, oh my god, I have completely fucked my TikTok algorithm, which with like the people who do live feeds from oil rigs and the like. There's some guys who are just cutting up lumber every night live, as that and now baby monkeys. That's my TikTok.
Like,
So
was this because of intentional decisions? How did you?
oh hell yeah! I love TikTok, and I love how I can just be like, you know what? Right now, I'm really into oil rigs and lumber mills, and then sometimes I'm just into Cat Williams and let's see, like talking dogs, like, and you know what? I don't mind. TikTok knows me. Okay, sorry, I'll stop there. But Christina, can you tell me now what this is? Because I'm always looking for leads.
So this is, I'll be very brief on this, but we'll have a link in the show notes to a Rolling Stone thing, because this is the first thing I found SEO wise that looked somewhat decent. There are if you want to watch the whole thing, you can watch it on her TikTok, but people have also uploaded it to YouTube, although she should have, so she can get some of the YouTube views. And that way you can play it on full time, like 2x speed. But basically this woman, she goes by Risa Mtisa. Last week she started, or maybe she started it like a little bit before that. I heard about it on like Monday, and then it's blown up since then. Basically, she's put out a 50 plus, and yes, I'm this is accurate, 50 plus part series on TikTok called "Who TF Did I Marry?" And basically talking about this pathological liar that she married, and it's insane. It's like the most insane story. So this story is like 6 hours long.
Wow.
It's nuts. And the details, like all the things that are psychologically wrong with this man. And I peeped our notes, like talking about abusive partners, Brett, like this guy, holy fucking shit. We're talking like making up relative deaths, making up relatives, fake phone calls to no one, fake bank accounts, pretending to buy a house when you don't actually have the money for said house, completely faking what career he had, having multiple side chicks, being previously married in ways he didn't say before. Like, literally, like this man that she married lied about everything, and then lied about the lie.
Is his name George Santos?
No,
I had,
but someone found him. Sorry, go on.
I had a pathological liar girlfriend, and like it wasn't like, honestly, like obviously it wasn't as involved as getting married to someone,
right?
But in retrospect, I could not believe the stuff she lied about. Like literally, her entire life was a fabrication. It's stuff that you wouldn't. Why would you even lie about it? She just made shit up for the sake of making shit up.
Yeah, totally. And this guy, I think it's kind of a mix of those things. But anyway, the interesting thing is, like, she does take some responsibility, because there's some stuff and you're like, all right, look, girl, like I get that, like it was the pandemic and you were lonely and like you wanted to have a baby and all kinds of shit. But side note, she had a miscarriage, but then he told like the few family members he was talking to, because most of them cut him off, that she had the baby, and then when they were getting divorced, he was going to be fighting her for custody, even though
wow,
like nuts, right? So this whole thing is fucking crazy. So it's basically, you guys know that Zola, remember the Zola Twitter thread, right?
No.
Okay, it was a movie.
So not hip.
It's called X.
No. Well, true, but this was back when it was very much Twitter, and it was even turned into an A24 film. So,
okay, got it.
Basically, is this this stripper who like this she met like this white girl at Hooters, who then like took her basically on like a trap trip with a bunch of Johns, and like a bunch of shit went down. It's like the most insane. It's this famous viral tweet that turned into a movie. Anyway, this is like Zola, but without the sex work.
Okay.
But it's that sort of like viral thing where like everybody's watching this fucking. The interesting thing here from like a social perspective is you have millions and millions of views on this per installment. So she's got 50 plus installments. Millions of people are watching this thing. It's, you know, obviously not on your TikToks, but it's on mine, and it's on basically everybody I knows. And then people, of course, as they do, can't not be fucking weirdos online. So even though she was very clear about the fact that she was like, I don't want to like uncover the real people behind this, of course, that's the very first thing the internet's going to do. And then be very proud of themselves when you have like women being like, oh, we're outing abusers. And this is Legion, who is what she'd call the guy. His name is Jerome. He's now putting his own responses on TikTok because of course he is.
Oh my God.
Anyway, also she's from Atlanta, and so she goes into ridiculous amounts of detail about some of the things. So, like the first thing she said, she was like, oh yeah, you know, our first date was at the Cheesecake Factory at Perimeter Mall. And I'm like, I fucking worked at Perimeter Mall. I've been to that Cheesecake Factory.
Perimeter Mall, that's quite a name.
Perimeter, yeah.
Perimeter, sorry.
Yeah,
okay,
Perimeter,
got it.
sorry, I didn't enunciate well enough. But I'm like, I worked at that mall. I worked at the Abercrombie at that mall. I worked at the Best Buy across the street from that mall. Like,
oh man, how have we not talked about this?
Do they, when the rent-a-cops at the mall go out on patrol, do they say, I'm going to secure the perimeter?
Oh my God.
This is a rich mall, so like the rent-a-cops are very, very laid back.
Have I ever told you all the story
segways?
They did back in the day.